Ever find yourself looking at your home and thinking,
Might be time for a change.
maybe your kitchen feels a little bit outdated, your bathroom just isn't cutting it anymore? Well, let me tell you, you're not alone. Figuring out when to renovate can be tricky, but it is a super important part of the renovation process to get right. So without further ado, let's dive into the key factors to help you know when it's time to renovate and when it's better to hold off. So, when is the perfect time to renovate? Here are a few key factors to consider, especially in the Bay Area, because home values are so expensive and renovation costs can quickly add up. The first thing I tell people who are considering home renovation is the age of their home and if it's their forever home. If you're planning on living in your home for the next 5 to 10 years, a renovation will not only help boost your quality of life, it will also significantly improve your home's value. For example, upgrading a few bathrooms, updating your kitchen, doing some open concept layouts is a very smart move. We see projects like this easily get anywhere from 120 to 150% return of investment depending on where the house is, and these renovations will not only help your home feel more like a home, but will also provide you more cash when you decide to stop working or when you need to refinance or whatever else you need to do. It increases the value of your home tremendously. Second thing I tell people to consider is if you're looking to sell your home, let's say in the next year to 2 years, it might make a lot of sense to renovate. The Bay Area real estate market is extraordinarily competitive and buyers expect a certain level of trim when looking at houses. Renovations like adding square footage, updating your kitchen, improving your curb appeal can significantly increase your home's resale value. On average, we usually see an 80 to 100% return of investment when homeowners do a renovation 1 to 3 years before they move out. So if you're planning on moving out, it might be a good time to renovate. The third most common reason I see families deciding to renovate is if they're outgrowing their current space. And we see this happen a lot in the South Bay, especially in places like Palo Alto and Sunnyvale. We see families start going from 1 to 2 kids to 3 to 4 kids, and you just need a bigger space. And the answer and solution that I most commonly see is either doing accessory dwelling units, better known as ADUs, or additions. We actually made a full video on if it's better to move out or do an ADU, so I'll link that down below. ADUs, especially in the Bay Area, are becoming extremely popular just due to the fact that it's really easy to get done in the Bay and the California government really encourages them to be built. They're really becoming the bread and butter here at Renovation Bridge. We do just as many ADUs as we do any other project. So they're a very popular option, especially for families who are looking to upgrade their home instead of moving out. Now, while renovating can seem like a good idea, here are a few reasons why it might make sense to hold off just a little bit. A big thing is market conditions, especially in the Bay Area where everything is so expensive. The way the market is shifting and moving can really alter your home renovation. Right now, the Bay Area real estate market is still very competitive, even though it's
Slowing down a little bit.
I usually like telling homeowners to look at interest rates. Our current interest rates haven't been lowered in the past few cycles, and if that trend continues, it might be smart to hold off on your renovation. The reason I keep bringing up interest rates is because home values and interest rates are very correlated to one another. So if we do see interest rates not coming down anytime soon, it might not be worth investing money in your home just due to the fact that your home won't increase in value anytime soon. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. There's always little holes in the market that you can take advantage of, but this is just a general term of what we're seeing in September of 2024. Another reason you shouldn't renovate your home is if you're planning on selling within the next 3 to 9 months, especially if your home is in good condition. And the key word there is good condition. We see this happen sometimes when homeowners are about to sell and they think,
I need to renovate.
but sometimes doing a full kitchen remodel or a full bathroom remodel or an addition or an ADU, especially when you're selling your house very short term, might not be the best return of investment. In fact, we usually recommend homeowners do very small quick fixes. Quick fixes include stuff like repainting your cabinets, patching up some walls, doing some small landscaping work. Doing these little fixes will do wonders when you list your home on the market and won't put a hard financial strain on you and your family. And then obviously there's personal finances. You want to make sure that when you're doing a renovation, it's not a massive financial burden on you. You want to make sure you're able to have a contingency fund so then your project doesn't get stuck halfway open. So it's really important to know that your personal finances are looking good before you start a renovation. Okay, this last point is huge and I had to mention it. If your home has big structural issues, I'm talking sinking foundations, retaining walls breaking, do not renovate your home. Big structural and foundational issues can be very expensive, and you would never want to do a brand new kitchen if your foundation is failing. So always make sure you bring out a structural engineer to take a look at everything, make sure everything is structurally sound before you do a big renovation project. Now that you know a little bit more about when you should and when you shouldn't renovate, let's talk about how Renovation Bridge can make your renovation process as stress-free as possible, especially here in the Bay Area, where finding a good contractor feels like a full-time job. We help you avoid the hassle of vetting contractors, making appointments, managing quotes, and even negotiating. Every homeowner who contacts Renovation Bridge is paired with their very own dedicated matchmaker whose entire job is to make sure your project gets done the right way. Plus, because we end up doing so much of that hard, tedious work for you, you can skip a lot of guesswork and get started on your renovation quicker. In the Bay Area, where home values are really high, you want to make sure that your project gets done right and gets done right the first time. Poorly executed renovation will not only cost you lots of time, but lots of money and can significantly decrease your home's value, which is the last thing you want. That's why our matchmakers stick with you throughout the entire process to ensure everything runs smoothly. Now, you might be asking, why should I use Renovation Bridge? What sets us apart? And the first thing I tell people is our expert matchmaking services. We match you with contractors who are tailored fit to your service. That means if you tell me,
Hey, Owen, I want a Spanish-style kitchen. I don't want to be higher than $80,000.
I go find which of my contractors have done the most similar project to yours and schedule you meetings with them. That way, you never, ever waste time talking to contractors who can't actually do your project. I love talking about this benefit when people ask me about Renovation Bridge, and it's our negotiation abilities. We do so much work with each of these contractors that if you need to be 5 to 10% cheaper on a project, I go talk to my guys, I pull some strings for you, and we get it done. That way you know you're not just getting an unbeatable price, but you're getting that top contractor for your project. And then obviously I have to mention, Renovation Bridge is a free service to all homeowners. We will never charge you anything for our services. We get paid by the contractor when your project is completed. That means you never have to worry about any hidden fees or any of the costs rolling over to you. Lastly, and most importantly, is the quality of the work. We value ourselves on providing you the highest quality renovations in the Bay Area. That means no compromises anywhere. All of our contractors are carefully hand-picked, meaning that when you meet with a Renovation Bridge contractor, you know you're meeting with the very best. So, if you're looking around your home and thinking,
Is it time to renovate?
but are unsure yet, or if you're ready to renovate, call us today and we'd be more than happy to help you out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below with what your favorite drill bit is. Personally, mine is the 1/16. And remember, go to renovationbridge.com and renovate smarter, not harder. Bye guys, have a good day.